From the Staten Island advance from the year 1980, Costello cashes in 9th WASA title. Bowling, a fellow named Dave Davis once said, is the hardest way to make a living in sports, and Davis should know. He's been one of the top players on the Pro Bowlers Tour for better than 15 years. But if there's anything tougher than a man making a living through bowling, it's a woman making a living through bowling. Maybe the top 5 women pros can earn enough to make it worthwhile financially, but that's about it. Patty Costello, who has won more titles than any other player on the Women's Professional Bowlers Association circuit, said. That's why these WASAs help. WSA stands for Women's All-Star Association, a non-professional group that is to the gals in the East what the PBA regionals are for the guys. A way of preparing for the pros for some, a way to supplement income made on the tour for those already there, like Patty Costello. And when WASA made its first ever stop on Staten Island this weekend in the form of the Country Lanes Women's All-Star Classic, Costello picked up an extra $730 by first topping the field of qualifiers and then by winning the whole thing at yesterday's finals. Costello didn't put on as remarkable a show as she did on Saturday's qualifying, when she averaged 223 for 9 games. She averaged merely 214 yesterday, compiling an 1899 total in match play with 30 bonus pins for each of her 6 wins in the 8 games. Patty, who hails from Scranton, Pennsylvania, didn't get out of the blocks too quickly yesterday. She lost her first match 244 to 195 to Barbara Licht of Clifton Park, New York, to start off in 5th place. I always do that, she said. At the last tournament, which she won, I had a 167 in my first game. But I don't like to lead early. I usually bowl better coming from behind. And she did. But by the 5th game, after having rolled scores of 226, 201, and 235 and winning those matches, she had taken the lead for good. She had games of 226 and 216 in her next 2 victories to build a 55-pin lead, and though Kate Helbig of Shillington, Pennsylvania, rolled the first 8 strikes in game number 7 to beat Costello 268 to 202, Patty went into the position round with a 75-pin margin over Martha Groh of Florham Park, New Jersey. In that kind of situation, she was to say later, you have to hope they don't string strikes, and you don't have any opens. You can't change your game. Try to be conservative. You have to go for it. And Costello, who would have had to lose by some 50 pins to miss out on the title, did that. She rolled to a 218 to 189 triumph to establish a WASA record with her 9th title. The real battle turned out to be for 2nd. Licht and Jerry Lamb of Jackson, New Jersey ended up tying for the runner-up spot, the first time that's happened in a WASA tournament, with a 1766 total, while Groh had just 1 pin less than that and finished 4th. It wasn't like it was a breeze or anything, Costello insisted. There were a lot of good bowlers here. I had to work for my money. Even though, as a 19-time Women's Professional Bowlers Association champ and 2-time Woman Bowler of the Year, she was clearly the class of the field. Hey, she said, anybody can have a good day or bad. They've seen me bowl badly. Still, she's bowled well enough in her pro career to have earned nearly $123,000, second best on record. Yet, that's still not too much when you consider she's been at it for nearly a decade. Last year, as the top money winner, she collected $25,060 in 18 tournaments. That doesn't leave a heck of a lot after expenses. That's why such things as records, like the one she established in this tournament, and the many others she's already set, don't mean all that much. I guess they'll be nice when I'm older and not bowling, she said, but not now. There's only one thing that matters now: making money.